Yo, what is going on YouTube? It is the one, the only, the Med Character, and here you guys today, bringing you week 12 of the quote-unquote UPA Season 2, and this week we are once again, unfortunately, having to post Kalmar battle because my computer is on the fritz. It's also going to be pretty much, spoiler alert, there may be another battle or two where we have to post Comet because my computer's on the fritz when we recorded it, because once again, breaking the fourth wall, we're potentially 2 to 3 weeks ahead of where you guys are seeing. But anyway, that's besides the point. Let's get into this battle. Now, our opponent was the Bikini Bottom Blastoise, aka Logical Rhythm, and he has a team going in. His team was kind of just weird to prep for because he had so many different things. Now, in Season 1, when we battled him, we actually did manage to scoop up a win with Armand Dragonite, which pretty much he got greedy and Dragonite swept at the end, which was great. But he took Dragonite this season, and I want you to know, I want you guys to keep this in mind as you watch the battle. I told Diage, aka Logical Rhythm, that Dragonite's going to stab him in the back when he needs him most. Keep that in mind as this battle progresses. But we're going to play really quick, and we're going to click that. So, pretty much, I believe I was running a standard Mew set with Stealth Rock, Defog, Soft Boiled, and Aura Sphere or Psyshock. I believe it was actually Aura Sphere because of things like Umbreon. But so, yeah. So, I led off with Mew thinking I can get rocks up, and I was expecting him to lead either Plusle to set up a nasty plot to Baton Pass, or I was expecting possibly Rock's Nidoqueen, or just a stall lead to Toxic something Umbreon. But he sent out Blastoise for some reason, so I was like, okay, I don't really know what to do here. So I swap out into Habon. Why did I swap out into Habon? Now, keep in mind, I'm post-commenting this. I didn't go back and watch it before. I'm trying to remember why I did it. I believe I was running just Assault Vest, but modest 252 special attack, so I believe I had Thunderbolt, so that was my plan, to swap out into this, believing Habon could take any hit. But let's see what he goes for. He goes for a Dark Pulse, which does nothing to Habon. He goes ahead and swaps out into Moon. We go for Thunder Punch. We were physical. No, we were not physical. We were mixed. We had... I could pull up the team on Showdown right now, but we might do that after the battle. But he swaps down to Umbreon because he didn't... I guess he wasn't packing Ice Beam, or he knew that Habon would eat it too well. So he goes out into the Umbreon, which I hate Umbreon with the burning passion of 1,000 suns. And it's not like one of those things where I hate it has to be destroyed. It's so annoying to fight because it's the definition of stall. It toxics you, it goes for Wish, and then it goes for Protect, and that's all it does, and it just lives. But I go for the superpower, which does nothing to it. So I'm like, okay, he goes for the Toxic. If I do remember correctly from what I decided to do, I just started as superpowering because I assumed that Habon was dead to me at this point. But he went for another Toxic, assuming a swap. I just kept going for superpower because I was like, there's no point in this Goodra staying alive. And I knew he had Moonlight, and we're going to get into this Umbreon's moveset in a minute because this is what's going to piss me off. And then he swaps out into Akumaru, the Arcanine. Could not speak. But Habon's on 1%. I don't see the point of saving this. He goes for Extreme Speed, but I have that Gooey to drop his speed, which was the thing he was supposed to. Now, Liability comes in, and now he had the Drag. Now, I want you to know, because I actually sat in a call with my good friend Danny, aka the Rocky Mountain Regices, and the in between these two turns here was about 4 minutes, because in between when Habon died, or when Liability came in, and versus when he swapped out the Arcanine. And me and Danny were going back and forth, saying, do we Earthquake predicting a stay in, or do we Outrage? We do have Outrage on Crocodile, but the problem was we were Scarfed. So, if we had predicted the Outrage, or if we had we were debating it back and forth, saying this thing's going to come in predicting the Earthquake, but in the end, I just said, fuck it, and I clicked Earthquake, and, of course, the Dragonite comes in, so... I had to swap out, obviously. I swap out into Gallade, and he gets an Agility up, which instantly leads me to believe that if he gets an Agility up, he's outspeeding. So I'm like, well, fuck. I Mega Evolve. He goes for Dragon Claw. I eat it, and then a critical hit Ice Punch. Now, if this was the anime, I want you to know what would have happened right now. This is why I told you guys to keep it in mind, because this is my idea of what happened basically like if it was an anime. Dragonite, he recognized, he went for the Dragon Claw because he had to obey his trainer or whatever, but he saw this glint in my eye. And as Gallade was coming in for the Ice Punch, he purposely turned his back to get hit in between the wings, that way it would hurt the most, and it would knock him down. Dragonite was looking out for me, because if I hadn't critted right there, Diage told me after the battle, it was weakness policy. He would, and I ran the calcs left, right, and center. Because of multi-scale, it would have only done 50-something%, and he would have had that weakness policy and the agility up. It would have been over. It would have been over. There was nothing I could have done. But the Dragonite goes down. Now, he swings in Akumaru just because his speed's back at neutral, and he gets the attack drop on Gallade. And I decide to save Gallade, so I go into Mew. He goes for Fairbridge. Mew, being defensive, eats it, but of course, he gets a fucking burn, which, fantastic. Which, honestly, really made me mad. I had Earth Power on this set? I'm going to show you guys the Showdown team if I remember to after this. But he burned me, which I was just so mad about. Which, granted, I had just gotten a crit, so I had no right to be mad about. But the burn just made me mad. And honestly, if it was a 7th gen burn, because 7th gen burn doesn't reduce it, that did a clean 13%. 7th gen burn only does 6%. I would have been fine with that. But the burn did enough, and the Flare Blitz takes me out. But it takes him out with Recoil. So we're on pretty even grounds right now. I bring in Gallade. He brings in this little fuck. I go for Drain Punch because I just don't know what else to do. I get some health back. He went for a Nuzzle to paralyze me. I was like, okay. We see your game. He goes for a Thunderbolt. I swallow it, go for another Drain Punch, and knock this thing out. That knocks out any Baton Pass probabilities, all that stuff. Now, he brings in Princess Fiona. I don't know why he did, but he did. Sludge Wave, he probably calced, and it killed. Now I bring in Liability because I'm free to Earthquake, and that was the most important thing to me. I could Earthquake. And I came up with this idea. I swap into Slurpuff. Why did I swap into... Yes, I swapped into Slurpuff, who was rocking a Citrus Berry with some Calm Minds on her. And I just fired off a Dazzling Gleam because I thought the Umbreon would stay in and just try to stall me out. But then I started going for Calm Minds. He goes for the Water Pulse, knocks me below half, which sucked. And I pop the Citrus, so now I outspeed. I go for a Thunderbolt, which his Mega Blastoise lived. Unfortunately, he gets a crit Water Pulse, but the crit didn't matter. Now, I get the Mach... Now, obviously, he was sacking out the Blastoise at that point. It was at 12%. There was not a lot he could do. So I brought in Liability because I was like, I can get the Moxie boost. Me and Danny started running calcs left, right, and center because based off of how much damage things started doing, we figured out what the Umbreon's EVs were. And we figured out that after a Moxie boost, pretty much we could win... It would basically be a 50-50 roll on if he could win a Stall War of just spamming Moonlight. But Donatello goes down, we get the Moxie boost, and here comes Moon. Now, 39%, as you clearly see. He went for Foul Play. If there wasn't leftovers, it would have been over there. But Earthquake, he goes down to 2%. He goes for Moonlight, and I'm thinking, oh, this is over. We're done. Done. Exo. Nope. And he goes for Moonlight again, and I'm just like... But then I start thinking that he's... So basically my strategy at this point is not hoping for a crit, but hoping for 2, at least half rolls or more, not min rolls. I need at least in that halfways range. And my idea was he'd get cocky enough to go for a Foul Play, which he exactly did right there. And he's at 37%. Which min was 39, I think, or 36. So, and then now we're at +2, so this Princess Fiona ain't doing shit. So, like that, Crocodile comes in to save the day yet again, scooping up 3 kills on his own. Crocodile, I love Crocodile so much. It's such a great last-minute sweeper if you need it. And we still had Superior in the back, which I ran calcs. I would have lived at least one Sludge Wave, and Leaf Storm, as long as it was at 60-some, it had a chance to OHKO, I believe, unless it was specially defensive or something. But really quick, I wanna, yeah. There it goes. Okay, I was waiting for this to open. Because I want to open up my team, because I don't remember. I do not remember. I donut. I do donut. A donut B. I want a donut. Can I have a donut? Ooh, shit. How much can you guys see? I hope you guys can't see a lot. Because if so, you just saw spoilers. So really quickly, this is my team for Diage. As you see up here, UPA Season 2, Week 12. Where is Mew? Is Mew at the bottom? Here he is. Oh, we were... Oh, wait. Let me scroll this up so you guys can see it. Or just... Let me click on this or something, I guess. Yeah, there you go. You guys should be able to see that. And so, this was our Mew set. I was running an offensive Mew? I believe... So we had Aura Sphere to hit Umbreon. That way we didn't get walled. Psychic for things like Nidoqueen. Ice Beam was for Dragonite. And then Earth Power was for pretty much everything else. Because he had a huge ground weakness, I remember. And then Superior, I believe... Yes, it was Assault Vesta, so it could purposely live some Sludge Waves. Not many, but it could live at least one. Then we had the... Yeah, it was a physical attacking Habon that was maxed out in bulk. It was bulked out with Jolly Nature, which I don't know why I did that. That doesn't... Should have been Adamant, but hey. And then Slurpuff was special, and then Gallade. Gallade is saving me. Gallade is saving this season for me. You guys don't even know. But with that, I'm gonna go ahead X out of Showdown real quick. I'd like to thank you all for watching. Hope you did enjoy. If you did, make sure to smash that like button down below. Don't forget to peep my opponent this week, aka Logical Rhythm. People don't realize this. Every single week that I battle somebody, I'll slap their links in the description because I don't want to be like, hey, fuck you. Nah, because we're all friends here at the end of the day. We're all friends here, except for one very special case, but we're not going to get into that right now. But with that, this is going to be the Mega Cacturn signing out.